Hello, everybody. It's Uncle Byron back here with episode 34 Long Dark. I kept misindexing them when I spoke in a couple of videos. I apologize. I forgot to reorganize my folder. I had stuff in, so I was getting confused what episode I was on. But this is 34, as long as my playlist is correct. And if you hear any snoring of any kind, that's my chihuahua, and I apologize. He likes to snore. All right, so right now I returning from the maintenance area, broken railroad, and I need to get the transmitter fixed in Forlorn. So that's kind of the mission I'm on right at this moment. There's a shocker. Yeah, I should probably adjust my mouse sensitivity, but if I slow it down, then it doesn't feel right. So I just repair my foot. So hopefully everybody's doing well. Like I said, I had a few days off of recording. Just real life things come up, So I had to deal with some of that. Still dealing with a lot, but life's been a big adjustment last 7 months. Shed myself of some dead weight people that call themselves friends. Sure, y'all got a couple of those in your lives. I'm like I said, I turned 55, so I'm finding much peace and solitude. Don't get me wrong, I like people. Just not at this point in my life, I got to get myself taken care of. Y'all know how it is. Life has a way of getting you.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
All right, let's just do a check real quick, see what I got on me. Okay, so I got metal. I don't need all these hacksaws. I probably should stash some stuff in the train car. Yeah, I got the wires, fuse, metal, batteries up there. I mean, I could technically run back to Mystery Lake, but I don't really want to do that. I don't think. I'll just stash some stuff in the car up here if I have to. And then I thought the weather was breaking here in Florida, and guess what? Surprise, the heat's back, the humidity's back. It's always the way it is down here, man. Summers just feel like they take forever. Everyone says, you live in Florida. I said, yeah, I know where I live. Doesn't mean I got a lake of hot weather constantly. I enjoy the off season down here where the weather gets nice. And if I could afford it, I'd find a place up north for the summer here and come back down here during the nice parts. Oh, look, we got a bear taking his two dogs for a walk. Isn't that neat? Of course, I'm recording, so now my phone's got to be stupid. It's all right. I'm sure it's nothing important. I don't want thing they need to do something about the amount of spam people are being slammed with on their phones. Some of these companies will spoof their number and they'll call you from 200 different damn numbers, and it's the same people doing it. And you can tell too, because your phone will ring and you'll pick it up, and then it gets quiet, and then then you hear like 100 people talking in the background. It's the same exact people. Usually trying to scam you with HHS stuff or Medicare stuff or insurance stuff. So if you're listening to this, don't fall for that crap. If they say they're calling from Health and Human Services, they're not. It tells you right on their website that they will not reach out to you. So if the person on the other end is telling you they're from Medicare or they're from HHS, ignore it. Two more of them over here. They're 19 bullets. If I stay over here, they should leave me alone. I turned the audio in the game down a little bit. I might have went a little too far. I can hear everything. The test mix I did sounded okay. Like I said, I still have the mic issue I'm dealing with. I'm trying to decide what direction I want to go with it. There's nothing wrong with this one. Sounds good. So like I said, it just feels restricted to me. I like having the boom. But with this being wireless, it's actually not been too bad. There's wolves everywhere. Normally I'd grab some cattails, but I'm not to that point yet. Just leave them be. They're not going nowhere. So I jumped right on here to try to get a few videos popped out today anyway. Just like I said, I'm trying to get this documented onto my channel. It's just a game that I enjoyed playing over the years, and I wanted to get this done before the next iteration comes out, so which I'm what would they say it was? November? I don't even remember. I've been reading so much of the Dev Diary stuff, I get it starts all blending together. I mean, I don't know if I want to really jump right into it out of the gate. I might just give it some time. It is when games first pop out. Alright, we got stuff here too already at wood. Bedroll. Extra cloth. We got a container here I could use. I just don't want to be walking around too heavy. I don't need all these cans either. Get rid of those. Put that in there. Now I just gotta remember to come back here and grab this stuff. Where are we at? Let's see, it's getting kind of late. Decisions. So I don't want to head up there. I mean, I could. There's a cave or two over there anyway, so it's not like there's nowhere to, like right there, you got the Bleak Cave, and then you got the other cave over here. So I do have a spot. Bear's over there, so won't have to worry about him. I was thinking about doing an interloper, but like I said, it's just not for me. And it's nothing to do with the difficulty. I actually like the challenge of interloper. It's just feels like there's just so much missing, without the loot, no guns. I mean, you could do a custom interloper run, right? But then you're basically playing Stalker with worse weather. That's just the way I look at that. See some folk out there calling it custom this, custom that. And it's like, well, you're playing Stalker. If you got weapons on and you got loot turned up, then you're playing Stalker. especially, like I said, with worse weather.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
That's the way I look at it. I don't know what y'all think. Like I said, I got up to about 120 days on Interloper, and I was like, ugh. And I like to be able to explore, learn the maps and explore. And it's hard to do that on Interloper. I mean, I would not suggest to anybody just jumping into this game playing Interloper. I mean, Voyager, I jumped right into Stalker, but I also had played the entire story mode. So I had a, pretty good familiarity with the game. I know better than come over the side. Just got babbling on here and I wasn't paying attention. We'll be fine. I only got to make it across here. Yeah, like I said, I've had this zone end a run or two. Just from my stupidity. Like, for instance, not having wood. Because I had a spot. I found a nook, and I was probably, like I said, I don't know, I was between 20 and 30%, I'm going to guess, on condition because I got attacked by a wolf. And I found a nice little nook where the wind wasn't on me, and I go to drop a fire, and I'd have anything on me to make a fire with. And the cold got me. Because it was one of those white-out blizzards you couldn't see 2 inches in front of your face. Well, just on 5 there. Crampons. They really do help on the ice. Buys you a little more time. Yeah, like I said, we got the sideways weather coming in here. And I can get up there and get out of here. It's just I got to fix the transmitter yet, too. And there's going to be wolves up here. There usually is. 2 or 3 of them. I'm guessing, anyway. Got to get some food and stuff in me. Still got to get that satchel made. It's chilling in coastal right now. I'm sure that's more than done. Well, that'll help. And that's when the crampons probably go bye-bye, we'll see. So I don't have to have them.
I'm starving.
Pretty much once you get most of the climbing that you think you're going to be doing a lot of done, I mean, you can take them with you. If you need them, put them on. I just don't want to sit here, putting them on, taking them off, Gets old. Go ahead and reload this. Because I know they're going to be up here. I got to get me some food. So I don't know. Uncle Byron's kind of lost in life right now. I think this is the only thing that's helping me somewhat stay a little sane. I can't change it. Certain things in life just out of your control. Just part of life, Usually the wolves are up here killing these for me, and I get like 2 of their carcasses. But I don't even see the wolves up here, which is kind of kind of unusual, to be honest with you. Usually always up here. Unless the little turds are hiding on me. That could be. Grab this bag.
I'll take it.
Okay. Grab the battery out of here. Like I said, sometimes there's going to be a wire, a fuse. But there's not enough of what you need. Yeah, see, 1 wire, 1 fuse. 1 wire, 1 fuse, and a battery. Get this taken care of. Get this turned on.
Walk with this much gear.
We'll be done with this one. Add it to my list. You're coming through, you might as well just get this done. You're planning on doing the signal void anyway. Right, click on the wires, dummy. Uncle Byron's old arthritic hand is acting up. All right, getting there, getting it done. Now what happens is these update when you get to Forsaken Airfield and you grab the radio. These will update, so you can do them ahead of time. You don't have to go there first. Oops, let me write this down.
I am so thirsty I can't think straight.
Well, it's 3. Like I said, the Desolation Point one, that just opens up the goodie finding in Desolation and Coastal. Does not count towards Signal Void. I didn't care that I didn't get it. Like I said, I hardly ever use that feature. At least I don't. I know some of y'all do. And that's fine. But there's just so much to do with the whole thing anyway, so. Alright, I gotta, excuse me, I got a little dry throat thing going on again. It's that time of year, like I said, the allergies start going a little batty because the season's changing and get some extra molds and stuff in there. Go ahead and do that. I could go to the train car. What do I got? Broken foot. There's a shocker. Alright, there we go. So I am wiped out. Probably could sleep, grab that stuff, and then head out. You know, sleep through the night. Alright, I got my headphones on so I can hear. And I got that THS spatial audio. It's very accurate on what side of the sound's coming from. It's really, really enhanced audio. It's really nice. Of course, that's if certain games support it. But overall, it does change the audio. It's really cool. Sounds great. But like I said, I can hear, like, you know, directionally where the sounds are coming from. Because I never played this with headphones until I started recording for the YouTube channel. Now I have the headset on, and so I kind of got used to playing along dark without headphones, just speakers and stuff. It's a little bit of adjustment on my play style, but you know, I was the same way when I rode my motorcycles for years. I didn't like having a helmet on, and sadly, the state I was in, you had to wear it, which was Massachusetts. So what we used to do is we'd head over to the New York border from Pittsfield side of Mass, and over there you didn't have to wear a helmet. And there was what they used to call like a drop. People throw all their helmets and stuff down over this like embankment. There's just hundreds of them down in there. It's funny. It's like the bikers protest, right? Big mound of helmets. I used to just chain mine to the side of the bike. I wasn't gonna throw my, you know, expensive helmet over the bridge for the sake of it, you know. It is dangerous riding a motorcycle without it, but I trust myself as a driver not to trust anybody around you on a motorcycle ever. Behind you, in front of you, don't pay attention to lights. You got to really watch yourself because you're a blind spot. That's all you are. And people don't look out for motorcycles, so My last bike I had was an 84 Harley extra large Sportster. It was the last year AMF had it. I had that bike. It was nice. Did a lot of work to it.
I wonder if I can drop any
It's
of this
not
gear.
cheap either. That I sold it back to one of my in-laws. Because where I was, I couldn't keep it inside. It was outside covered in the snow, and it was just... Yeah, I didn't want to see the bike get
Just need to close my eyes.
rotted over that. Don't need newsprint. Yeah, see, it's late. Food's getting down there a little, huh? That's all right. Grab my stuff out of the container here so I don't forget it. I'll leave the cans. I don't need those. All right, maybe I can whip up a pot of water. Can't read because I'm wiped out. Could fix some things, but... Yeah, do a little sharpening or weapons cleaning on this. So I heard back from the Razor support people, and they are terrible. I don't know what Razor's thinking, but when some very prominent people on YouTube, and I mean very prominent, I watched the guy's channel the other day, he's got millions of subs, and he's totally slamming on Razor, and it's like... Then they find out the dude had a YouTube channel with like 1.7 million subs, and suddenly they're kissing his ass a little bit. You know, the guy was like, I ain't having none of that. Can't remember the name of his channel either. The guy's got a ton of subs. That's not someone you want giving your company a bad review if you're trying to sell stuff. That's all I gotta say. I'm still having an issue with the lid opening on this laptop. I don't know what's going on. I've tried everything, firmware, BIOS updates, drivers. I mean, you name it. I've thrown everything I got at it. I'll figure it out. Man, I got a bunch of stuff I just really don't need. But we're not that overly heavy, so this will be fine, I guess. I guess we'll sharpen this up a little bit. Just trying to pass a little time and do it somewhat constructively, right? I'm not hearing my chihuahua snoring coming through the headset, but that doesn't mean that it's not picking it up. So if you guys hear that, I apologize. Not really much I can do about that. He's 15 and he snores. I block it out now. It doesn't even bother me. When he first started doing it, though, boy, whew. It's like, what are you doing? Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. Should be fine to sleep right on the mat here. Yeah, we got an Aurora too, so we're good. Oops. I do that a lot. Hit the escape button. You play so many different games, you know, like you're playing a game and like E's your loot or something, and you get jump in a game where it's F or something. It just, yeah. Especially if you played this a lot. Kind of get used to where everything is. You don't even really have to think about your hotkeys and all that. Then you go and play something different and the same kind of functions on a different key. It just messes with you. All right, well, feels like 56. Got a warp bonus of 50. I'm a little bit wet. I think what I'll do is I'll just start this up and throw a couple coal in it. Make sure I'm warm so I dry out anyway. Let's do that. Toss one of these on there. There we go. Oh, yeah. Fire starting 4, baby. That's a guaranteed fire with the fire striker and a stick. Sweet. I'll go ahead and do 11. Should be fine. Make sure I'm nice and full. I know I chew up too much of my day. It's just one of those things. I really don't think about it. I mean, I don't mind. Let's make sure the bear's not out here. I've come eye to eye with him more than once coming out of that train car. I'm sure y'all have. I think I checked this bag, but I'll go look at it. No, I didn't. Oh, flare. Basically save those for when the weather goes bad. Probably should have made some coffee back there before I slept. Especially if you're doing a lot of walking. But actually, doing the recordings and stuff, I've not had the sick, I don't know what you want to call it, a need to drink coffee profusely. I don't know. It's one way to word it. Plus, I stashed a bunch in Coastal, tea and coffee, so I got stuff there. I try to keep my teas and coffee all at Coastal. I don't really leave that stuff in the regional bases because I'm taking it with me because it's light, right? So that way there I know where it all is. The teas I could care less about. At some point, yeah, I end up just drinking them just for calories. You know, they do help you revive, obviously, your sleep, but and I'm not going to jinx myself, but I was just thinking, but my surroundings have been a little pleasant. Say that. Not going to say the word. It begins with W. So I don't want to curse myself. See no bear. It's funny. I haven't ran into him much coming through here. I know I got pounded on interloper by this bear and almost died. I probably had a threat of my life left after this attack, too. I thought that was the end of that interloper run. See, Aurora bears on interloper you got to worry about. Stalker, too, actually. Any of the modes, Aurora bears, and wolves. This game grows on you. It's a special game, and like I said, looking forward to the the new one.
Much more.
Grab these tools. No sense in leaving them on the ground, right? Okay, so we got that done. So that's good. And our last bunker, which I believe is the preppers. Yep, so I got conspiracy and hunters. So there's the preppers. And you can tell the two apart if you guys don't know this. If you find the prepper's pie, that's the prepper's cache that he's going to refer to later with the Trader Sutherland when you get the trust level up. So the one you find the prepper's pie recipe, that's the preppers. The conspiracy theorist is the other one. And then the hunters, obviously, is the one with the trophies all over the walls. And the hunter's pistols. You'll know. Because when I first started doing the trader line, I didn't know what the hell he was talking about. And then, I figured it out. But that's a long journey to find out you're at the wrong one, So I kind of wanted to make sure I was getting it right. And I actually went up on YouTube and somebody had posted it. And which was nice because I didn't want to have to do all that traveling and just find out I'm going to the wrong one. And then I figured it out, Prepper's Pie, hunter's pistol, right? So you got preppers, hunters, and then conspiracy theorists. Which, the propaganda's real. Oh, moose. Still blessing my presence up here. Or blessing me with his presence. Where's that goof? Where's that goofy moose? Yeah, it doesn't help. I fed my dogs their breakfast, and now they're in a food coma. Try to feed them early in the day. And then later on, I give them bones or snacks or whatever. That were there, they're not doing anything naughty in the middle of the night. Their schedule's a mess since I moved. My schedule's a mess. My whole routine's been upheavaled. Just trying to get somewhat organized and just got way too much stuff, 20 years of stuff, and I've got it all stuffed into two 12 by 12 rooms. So we got all kinds of stuffs, man. Oh boy, and I can't take all this stuff with me. I can shed some things that I can leave here though. This bedroll I can leave. I'm not leaving it in that one because it's full. Yeah, I mean, look at all this fuel. We got pistols, books, some more fuses in there. So let's go ahead and throw that in there. I want to kind of take what I think is going to benefit me the most now. I can throw the sapling on the ground. I want to try to get the tools out of here with me and the fuel. No, there's potatoes in there, but I'll leave it. I think I already grabbed the fuel that was there. All right, let me see. What do we got here? Well, I don't need all this wood, and I don't need all this coal. So I'll stash some of this stuff here. Oh, goof. The pistol I can leave. These I don't really have to take. Grab that. Grab these two. Grab that. Oh boy. I could probably leave this here for now.
Pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Let's see here. What do we got for a pry bar? I do want to try to get one of these skillets out of here. See how bad I'm moving with all this on me? Yeah. Half fatigued. That's part of the problem. This extra hatchet here, too. Dog just scared me, man. He did a snore I never heard before. All right. Let's go ahead and get out of here. It's like I said, I use the same buildings for bases everywhere. So, like, I don't have to. Before, I used to be like, write down every little thing I had left here and every little thing. But now it's like, I know where my bases are. If there's something I need, I can do a little journey. Come check it. I'm not lazy. Don't mind. Don't want to get stomped by a moose, though. Yeah, I got Barb's rifle. Plus, I still got a loot bond, so I'll leave that one here. In case I'm up this direction and I need to go hunting or something.
For much longer.
Well, it wasn't too bad. Got over to BR and got what I needed to fix that transmitter. Got out of there. I gotta get me some lunch here after this episode. And then I'm gonna try to get my dog in the house. He's just turned 16 and he's a half massive pit bull, so he's got the hip problems they're prone to have. He's having a hard time getting around, and I got a vet appointment with him next week. They're coming out with the mobile vet, you know, because I can't get him in the car. I can't lift him. I've had 3 abdominal surgeries, so if I try to lift him, yeah, I don't need to injure that. Because he's a big boy. It's like 106, 7 pounds last time I checked. Totally did not hit him. Looked like it was on him to me, man. I don't know, maybe I'm going nuts. Could be. So I got a few games I think I might want to, that I've never really played, that I want to jump into, man, you know. Get some subs and get some community feedback, 'cause I know y'all play games. One of them is, I'm thinking about, what is it, New World Rising? Or something like that. I don't know, looked interesting. Saw a couple players that I've been following over the years are covering it, or were covering it, or did cover it. I know Cage did a series on it a long while back, and then I think he's doing it now. I think I saw something post on his channel with that game. I know Game Edged is another one I like to watch. Guy's my age. Well, so I don't know how old he is exactly, but I know he's. If you watch him and listen to him, you know he's dropping all kinds of classic rock, or rock in general, or just older music bombs on his channel, so it kind of gives it away. But he's funny. I like watching. Kind of reminds me of me in a way. He does derpy things every now and then and laughs at himself about it. It's all you really could do in a game, right? If you do something stupid, just giggle. Shrug it off, man. Walk it off. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned I got my YouTube verification finally done. The video thing was just a pain in the butt. But it finally went through. So the restrictions were lifted. I did reach a maximum upload, by the way. So I had like 10 videos sitting in my folder. So once I finished the verification, I unlocked that, so it removed that daily restriction. So now I can pretty much just pop out content and get it up on there as soon as I can, which will help me out a lot. That's another reason I didn't record the last few days. I just wanted to get the ones I had done. One of them I probably should have edited. There was a timeout I had to take because of an issue with the dog, but other than that, they're all pretty good, I think. For now, I'll work on the editing stuff later on. Kind of gonna stick with the raw footage, you know, trying to start them and stop them as smoothly as I can. So they kind of, you know, hey, it'll make it easier for the supercut later, right? If I do a supercut. And I figure if the channel does okay later on, I can, you know, get someone who knows what they're doing, either give me some advice or help out with some of that editing. You know? So like I said, the Neebs is that person does his their editing on that channel is just fantastic. Some of the best gaming editing I've seen. There's a lot of great editors, don't get me wrong. I just really like the music, the style, when they did the play inside, in a different world, but this game, The Long Dark, was just a very unique approach to it, right? They couldn't be in the same world, but they could be playing at the same time. It was kind of neat. I really thoroughly enjoyed that series. Just throw the supercut every now and then when I'm on here messing around with this stuff. Like I said, I still have this computer issue that's needing to be fixed, and Razer's customer support is terrible. With the amount of money they're charging people for this stuff, they should be like right on top of it. Because this was a big decision for me to do this, to buy this equipment and do this. Like I said, I'm not doing it for fortune. I'm not doing it for fame. I'm doing it because I'm a gamer and I've always wanted to do this. And I mean, I could have before had I had the internet. My wife didn't care. She supports me in anything I did. It's my physical limitations that currently got me kind of pinned into I can't really do a whole lot. Sit in my chair and I won't bore you with all that stuff, but there's that. We're getting ready to approach the 42-minute marker here, so I'm going to get up here, get in this truck, save this, order myself some lunch, check on the dough. See how he's doing out there. He was doing good, and then the last couple days, just having a really hard time getting around. So I gotta get the vet out here. I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to make a decision with him. And I mean, he just can't get around anymore on his own. On his own powers. We've tried a lot. I mean, we've tried shots, we've tried pain medicines, we've tried muscle type relaxants, and a lot of stuff. And some of it, like the shots were working pretty decent at first. Like he was doing really good, and then it just started creeping back up again. And so I don't know. I don't think the moose comes here anymore. I'm pretty convinced of it. He used to, I haven't seen him here. It's just the wildlife stuff. Ptarmigans. I should be popping those for feathers, but it's all right. What do I got? I got 8. Just reload this. I'm looking right at it. I'll check my shots to shells after. Like to keep an eye on that. Of course, I got so many shells on my last run. Over 500, it was ridiculous. Have like hundreds of them. There's some lead. I'll put this away. Gonna jump in here. And with that said, thank y'all for joining. I appreciate it. And if you could sub, that'd be great. Click that little thumbs up button down there for me. And just say hello in the comments or anything like that. So until next time, take it easy.